This project today is for a small preamp or amplifier using a classic integrated circuit, LM386. Down here, the circuit is from the internet. It's a fairly classic amplifier circuit, audio amp from Philomech. There's the website on YouTube. Here's the circuit. You can pause, copy it, whatever. It's a fairly standard circuit. It seems to work pretty well. So from here I put something together on a breadboard very quickly, obviously a bit messy, but it did work. And so from the breadboard I'm going to go to a small piece of printed circuit material I've got out of a scrap pile. That piece up there that's marked off I'm going to cut off, and then I'm going to draw the design on with a Sharpie pen and etch it, and I'll go into that in a later video. Okay, I've drawn this as a tentative diagram to put on the printed circuit board. Everything's upside down. Remember, you've got to push the wires through to the copper side. So the integrated circuit, the 386, is upside down there, and the numbers go backwards, and that's the reason for that. The red markings are approximately where the components will be, the capacitors and resistors. So what I did was I took and I marked on my printed circuit scrap material with a magic marker, or actually I used a Sharpie, and etched it in ferric chloride for approximately 60-65 minutes. Washed it off, used alcohol to clean off the magic marker or the Sharpie. I'm using a Sharpie here, I don't mean to say magic marker. And now I've drilled holes where all the wires will go through. And it looks a little crude, quickly drawn. I've never done this before except in a test. So we'll see if this thing works. Getting the little 8-pin socket on for the 386 will kind of be the challenge, to get it through all those little holes. Then we'll begin soldering components and see where it goes from there. Here's the finished, well, not quite finished, it has to go on a box. Printed circuit board, simple as you can get. The things attached are the things that go in the box, like the volume control, the input. This will go to an input phono jack. This is for the headphones, and this of course goes to the battery, and there's a couple of wires that go to a switch. So it'll all go in a little metal box. It works better than the breadboard circuit did. Tried it out with a crystal radio, and it amplifies it very nicely to headphone volume. Just a plain old 1N34 diode. So we'll come back with the last installment of this with the thing mounted in the box and ready to use. So the finished product has all the parts mounted in a little utility chassis box, an on-off switch, headphone input, phono plug just to input to the amplifier, and of course the volume control. And the little box fits together, and that's it. It all works. It's a neat little project. I really love doing I used some hot glue to attach that printed circuit there, and I love doing this thing. This was kind of fun, and it really wasn't that sophisticated. Good luck. And the finished product. Very nice.